What's up, guys? I'm here for a review of the Idol. I got the AC running. It's hot as fuck today, so sorry if you can hear the AC. I'm gonna try to talk as loud as I can without disturbing others. So the Idol, this show has, we heard about this show for months. I feel like the problems first started when we started seeing the articles about how Sam Levinson and The Weeknd changed the show up. This show, like, The Weeknd brought Sam Levinson and them in because he thought the show was written and directed from a woman's perspective, too much of a woman's perspective. And the show's supposed to be about a woman in the music industry, so of course it would be from a woman's perspective, you know? But he brought Sam Levinson in. They had something already shot and filmed and finished. And they brought Sam Levinson in, which was kind of like, okay, that's what we're going to do, okay. And I felt this way after watching Euphoria. I binged Euphoria. I gave Sam Levinson props for Euphoria. I feel like the show has something about it that just hooks people. And after watching The Idol, and especially after watching that finale last night, this man's filmmaking is cute people and vibes. Cute people, music, and vibes. It's all about this. He is like what Wes Anderson, like the way people treat Wes Anderson about the way he shoots shit and the aesthetic of how he does things. That's what actually Sam Levinson is. Everything's just about the aesthetic with that guy. It's all about the aesthetic and the vibes. And I'm like, 30 minutes into the fucking finale last night, I was like, this motherfucker really is trying this shit again. Just making these people do this crazy shit and just putting music behind it. And that shit, the score they had, that little score, like Undertaker-esque score that they had that played for legit 30 minutes during that episode, that's fucking fire. But bro, we need some more substance of what you're doing. Like, we need more substance for these characters. Lily Depp Rose stars as Jocelyn. Weeknd stars as Tedros. Rachel Sennott, and I can't for the life of me remember her character's name. I think it's Lily, but I can't for the life of me remember her character's name. But she's great. She's great in everything. Rachel's a fucking star. I'm sure she signed on to this because of what it was when they first did it, the first go around, and she's still in it, and she's great. But so many, like, there's another character in here. I can't remember her name, but everything she's in, she's a badass. I can't for the life of me remember her name. If I tab out to go look, it's gonna end the video. But like, they have some great, all right, supporting characters that you can build upon. That when they talk, you're interested, and when they're on the screen, you're entertained, and it's interesting as a show. That show's actually interesting. But for the most part, what really brings the show down is The Weeknd as Tedros, and sometimes Lily Depp Rose as Jocelyn. Like, that relationship is fucking creepy. It's creepy, it's disgusting. It's not even creepy and disgusting. You know, it's like, it's just not sexy, you know? Like the shit, like when I think it was episode 3 when they went to the Gucci store or Sephora or whatever they went, like, and they were just getting intimate. I was like, oh my God, I finally figured out what the fuck the problem is. This shit is just not sexy. They're trying to be dirty, they're trying to be filthy, but none of it's sexy. And that makes it all just cringe and weird and creepy. That's why it all feels cringe, weird, and creepy, because it's not sexy. The Weeknd as Tedros, man, I get maybe they wanted him to come off as pathetic, but I know it's not on purpose. Him being a dog shit actor, that wasn't done on purpose. That for sure wasn't done on purpose. That boy can't act to save his life. Oh my, that boy can't act, like, even a little bit. Like, there's a scene from episode 3 at the store where he's trying to intimidate a guy, and everybody on Twitter was clowning. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, him as Tedros really is what brings the show down. Like I just said, the creepy little relationship brings it down. But at the root of that relationship, he is the problem. Tedros is the problem. Now, his little, another thing, they said, oh, we all lived at the club, and then they met Jocelyn. So the dude owns a club. When the fuck does he go to the club? After episode 1, maybe a little bit of episode 2, this whole show mostly takes place at Jocelyn's house. And from what we can tell, they're there most of the day. At night, do they go to the club? And if they do go to the club, why the fuck don't we ever see them at the club? I think there's another actress in the show that a lot of people have a lot of buzz from. She's in Blackpink. All I can say about this character is they didn't really use her. There's clear like they're setting something up for her if they get a season 2, which I'm gonna be honest, this whole show, every time I was watching it, the whole time I'm watching it, my thought in the back of my head is it feels like I'm watching a show that I just know it's not gonna get a season 2. Like, it just feels like a show, like I'm watching a show, like one of those shows upon on Netflix where you're watching and you're like, damn, this show's not getting a season 2. The whole time I'm watching that, that's why I was thinking, this show's not getting a season 2. So it's like they're setting up all this shit for an eventual season 2, where I was like, I don't know. They might get a season 2, they might not. Velma got a season 2. So maybe The Idol will get a season 2, but I don't know. Sam Levinson still has one of HBO's last prestige television shows, if you want to call Euphoria one of their prestige television shows. But so I guess they don't want to fuck him over. You know, WBD's already fucked a lot of people over, and they already got a lot of enemies. So maybe they don't want to fuck over the last guy with the real prestige television show up in House of the Dragon. So, but yeah, The Idol. I don't got a lot to say about it because there's not a lot to say because the show's really not interesting. Most of the show is taken up by the things that I mentioned. Pedro's and Jocelyn's creepy fucking relationship. The supporting characters giving us glimpses of them being interesting, but we never get enough time with them because we always go back to Tedros and Jocelyn being fucking creepy. So The Idol overall, I'll give it a 4 out of 10. It has flashes of being interesting, it has flashes of building onto something. But for the most part, it's just uninteresting, unentertaining, and just not fucking sexy. How are you gonna brand your show being dirty, filthy, bad, and not be sexy? Come on. And yeah, that's all I had to say. So The Idol, 4 out of 10. Peace.